Welcome back to another Wake Up Humans podcast. My man, Dr. Drew, the marathon man, Henderson. How are you, brother?
That's right, man. I'm doing good. It's a great Monday. Always the best day of the week. We love a
I love
Monday,
it.
bro. Love a Monday.
I, but I think you were a little chapped and limping and sore today, my man. I just saw the post you put on Facebook, and I think everybody needs to go read it. And talks about this race you did Saturday, where you signed up for a 12-hour running race, or you can
Uh,
walk, as you said it,
Oh
but
man.
12 hours, bro.
Yeah. I jogged. I trotted a little bit, not very much, cause I don't train. I'm just like, let's go do this thing. I'm gonna do
Yep,
it on hard mode. I did it in three
yep.
different pair of shoes: dress shoes, Birkenstocks, and Crocs. And I want to do 42 miles. I come up a little short, but I'm all right with it.
But hold on,
I'm
stop
good with
there,
it.
bro. You're insane enough to sign up for a 12-hour race. Birkenstocks, dress shoes, and Crocs.
Crocs.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with a pair of running? What's wrong with a pair of running shoes? Like 12 hours is enough, man. Why'd you
Yeah.
do that?
I mean, you know, I don't know. We have James Hearn. He starred the show. He's in a wheelchair. Last year he done 100 miles in just over 18 hours. He had a team pushing him, like Team Hoyt, and he crushed it last year. This year he wanted to do a half marathon in less than 95 minutes. He made that. And today James is still in that wheelchair. I'm not. We can wear uncomfortable shoes for 12 hours and we can force ourselves to do hard things to create some empathy for other people. And
That's awesome.
today was a great day. Served a lot of
Yeah, man.
people and that was it. Bruised feet. My feet look dirty, but they're not. They're just bruised.
Your toes will never be the same again, bro. But it's like
No,
your
no.
motivating factor to put one foot in front of the other was this young man in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah. And James, like he is with it 100% intellectually. He's a poet. He's written numerous books. So he's amazing. When you just get down to it, he's amazing.
What's his top book if someone wanted to go ahead and order one?
Yeah, I'll post a link when this goes up. I'll send it
Okay,
to you when we get
good.
done. Amazon.
Yeah, I'm sure it's part of his
Yeah.
living trying to tell his story. I'd love to have, I'm sure he's written a book about his life and his story. That'd be neat. I love stuff like that. It'd be neat to read that.
Yeah. And Josh that we had on here
Was
last
Josh
year,
pushing
two
him?
years
Is he the
ago.
one pushing him?
Yep. Josh is pushing.
Okay.
Yeah. Josh and his bride, his whole family's like amazing, dude. Four girls, five girls, one of them passed away. And they just see you and just come run and hug your leg and pat you while they hugging you.
They're
You know,
patients and
it's
girls, right?
it's yeah. We've been seeing them for years now, for years. And you know, I didn't get the mileage I wanted out of that race, but there's a gap always between expectations and reality, right? Always a gap. We create a mental picture of what success is. But businesses don't really happen as we imagined. Relationships
Right.
don't. Parenting doesn't. Practice doesn't.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that we're unsuccessful.
Right. Well, what's the true success, man? Your freaking heart and your intention behind doing this.
Yeah,
That's success. I mean, that's fulfillment, bro.
yeah, yeah, and
Fulfillment's like my new word.
yeah. Want to be fulfilled, want to be content, and that doesn't mean we don't try to grow and do better, but just contentment of like, man, like we've got it freaking made. We
Right.
have it made. We're not hungry. We got a warm, safe, dry place to sleep. You're in different home right now because of mold, but you're in a
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
So good. And
We're blessed that we could do it.
yeah, and I think growth really happens is when reality interrupts our plans, right? This is our
Right.
plan, but now here's reality.
I don't know, man. What is reality? Is reality
What
real?
what's I know, right? Right. It's I know my reality is amazing. Somebody else could live my life and hate it.
Mm.
You,
I'm
you
a
know,
pretty
like
unrealistic human being.
me too. Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
yeah,
yeah, what you just did is pretty unrealistic, Drew. You know, some
yeah,
people would say, all right, well,
yeah.
Drew, just do it in sneakers. Why do it in Crocs?
I know. Yeah, and somebody said they were like, "Hey, do you have any regular shoes with you?" I mean, I've got these bruises on my soles of my feet. And I'm like, no, I didn't bring any shoes. Like, I burned the ships.
That's right.
This is
There's
what I'm
no
going to
way
do.
out.
I'm not going to give myself an out. Like, this is it. So, and I'm glad I did because about 11 mile in on those Birkenstocks, I was hurting. I was hurting,
Well,
man.
it says a lot that you
And
even
then
own a pair of Birkenstocks, bro.
I know, right? I'm not a hippie, am I? Am I a hippie?
I think that might make you a tree hugger or something.
I know. I know. Maybe I should wear some rainbows next year.
There you go.
Those flip flops
Enlighten
that everybody
everybody.
loves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they're
everybody
supposed to be
loves those in
comfortable.
Florida.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The
That's right.
But now a buddy of mine, I think he did 107 miles yesterday, 102 miles in less than 20 hours. Then he's like, I'm tired. I'm going home. I'm going to bed. Just
Right.
wild, dude. But then he used that as a training for 200 miles that he's got coming up in a couple of months.
You're mentally in a whole different atmosphere doing something like that.
Yeah, 200 miles. And
That's insane.
every time he would lap me, yeah, every time he would lap me, I would try to give him something positive just to try to encourage him. And some of them, he just like stop and just start laughing. Like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, dude, every time you pass me, I need your Venmo. I'm going to charge you a toll. Like, this is ridiculous. And, and like, you can look on his Strava in his 20 hours that he ran, like 11 minutes were not running.
Holy cow. How old's this guy?
I know. 40 just blows
Like,
my mind. And
mentally, how's this guy doing this and why? Like, what's his life like? Do you have any idea?
man, he's awesome. He sells insurance. He's an insurance agent.
Yeah.
His office is a coffee shop that he goes to. He talks to people all day long. He ministers to students. He's on staff at a church as associate or deacon, elder, something. Pours into these college kids over and over and over. You can talk to him about his house, and he's like, they're just in and out all day long. Like, there's always some college kids at the house. He got a couple of kids he's adopted. Awesome wife. He's solid, man. He's solid.
Good people. Good people. So
Yeah.
this little town of Murrayville sounds like its own little epicenter, man. Like you talk about your walks you do, I think on Saturday mornings with like the 85-year-old guys just talking. You talk about
Yeah.
this guy that hangs out in the coffee shop and works and he's ministering to people. Seems like there's a lot of connection, faith, and culture going on there.
It is. It's close knit, man, and we can't tell too many people about it. We're gonna have to beep out the name so everybody doesn't come here and change it.
Yeah,
But
right.
it's an awesome place. Like, it's just awesome. Everybody looks after each other. Like, doing my laps, there was people I didn't even know just come up, walk beside me for a couple hundred yards, encouraging me, talking to me, positive affirmations over me, and then go back, sit down. They catch me back the next.
Wow.
It's
I remember doing my
no.
marathon.
Yeah, you done
Go
a
ahead. Sorry,
triathlon in Rome.
yeah, dude, I was
I remember
all
that.
ready for that. I thought I was gonna crush it, and I was doing it with Lieberman, who used to do those damn things in his sleep. And my big ass was like, "Let's do it." And they changed the run before the race, where it was like you had to turn off the trail into like this mountain, like rocks, and so I had to walk. I didn't want to tear my ankle up. I didn't have a brace on. So Lieberman was waiting for me, like, where the flip are you? I'm like, dude, I thought we were running on the bike path the whole time. They changed the damn thing. So it was funny. So my fat ass comes running out of the woods and he's waiting. And he goes, well, up here's where they're taking the pictures and the videos. So we have to at least run past this guy. We had fun though, man. It was like,
Smile
it was
when
a
you
good
did that.
time. Oh yeah. Like make it look
It
good
was.
while you can. It was definitely like a social media moment. Like you don't see the bullshit behind the scenes, really. But I could
Yeah,
say, hey, I'm a
and
triathlete.
you are, dude. I
Yeah,
guess officially I'm an ultra marathoner. Who would have
that's
thunk
right.
it?
That's right.
You know
I'll
who
walk by
who
these.
would have thought that?
I'll see these women in the parking lot of Publix, and you see the back of their truck. It's like 13.1, right? And I'll point to it, and I'm
Hmm.
like, "Why'd you quit?" And they look at me like, "What?" Like, stop. I'm like, "I did a marathon. I'm a marathoner." And the eyes kind of go up and down, and I'm like, "I ran the Burlington, Vermont. I didn't." So they laugh. They laugh. It's like, so now I do, what, 26.2, and you just ran 40 miles for crying out loud. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. It was a good weekend, and just like Lieberman with you and all these other people with me this past weekend, and you with a lot of
Yeah.
other people. Nobody runs this race of life alone. We're not designed. We have to encourage each other.
Right. Right.
Have to be there for each other. And
I
too
mean,
many great chiropractors, great people isolate themselves.
well, they feel alone, right? And they don't have to. I mean, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of DE is people don't have to feel alone. You got a
Hmm.
fellowship that basically costs you, a nominal
Hmm.
fee to get into the seminar in a hotel room, typically a really nice place for a weekend, and fellowship with people and rub
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah. And just
You know,
be there for people. Just be
right?
there, and then you become mentors to these people at the same time while somebody else is mentoring you.
Hmm.
It's just
That's
wild.
important.
And successful people intentionally stay connected.
Right. Right.
It's
Well,
got to be intentional.
like
It's just not going to happen.
knowing the 200-mile guy hangs out in a coffee shop
Hmm.
is enough knowledge for me to go have coffee there and sit down with him and interrupt his workday and just get him talking about himself. Like I have a lot of questions that I would love to learn about him. Like what, you know, to wake up and say you could do a 5K is a huge feat for some people. And it's funny because I'll see pictures on Facebook and people did a 5K and they put a weighted vest on.
Hmm.
I'm like, wasn't it hard
Hmm.
enough just to run the 5K? You had to put a weighted vest on. You damn run 12 hours and you're putting, Crocs on. Like, wasn't it just hard enough? It's like the mind wants to push it a little more, where then you got this
Hmm.
guy who's doing 100 miles and then he's going to do 200 miles. It's like the human potential just never stops.
No, no, and he's so humble. He's willing to help coach and help anybody. Last
Yeah.
year, this young woman, I think she was a college student then, she was doing the 24-hour race. This guy Thomas had hurt his foot, broke his foot. He was in a boot, but he was still serving her because he was her coach. He would run with some wet ice pack towels to like squeeze water over her head and hobble back to his chair till the next lap. Like
Wow.
still a servant over and over and over.
Says a lot about that human spirit, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah, we gotta get him on here. That's what we need to do. He'll do it.
I like
We get him on here.
that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah,
That'd be fun.
he'd be awesome.
You said they were feeding you guys
Yeah,
during this too,
and
weren't they handing you out like cheeseburgers or something?
man, cheeseburgers, quesadillas, chicken breasts, chalupas, oranges, watermelon, grapes, like anything you can think of. Raw nutrition. That's some big nutrition, sports drink people. They had like a pallet of stuff they donated to make sure we had all the nutrition and electrolytes and all that jazz we needed through the whole day.
What's that called? Raw
Just
nutrition?
Yep, raw nutrition, RAW.
Okay.
They're down in Florida somewhere. I think maybe Fort Lauderdale. So
Everything is down in Florida when it comes to the sporting world, bro. Everything. Florida's no joke when it
I mean
comes to
that's where
sports.
Gatorade came from.
Yeah, University of
Gatorade,
Florida.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eddie McAshan, Dr. Sid's guy beside him, number one Georgia Tech. He was the first black SEC player or black ACC player in college football. He was a test subject when he was young for Gatorade.
Real.
He said they give it to us and it'd give us the jitters when we were young. He said we'd be shaking all over. They had to dilute it down.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, Eddie McAshan, number one Georgia Tech.
I I remember him. I remember seeing him around campus.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
tall,
That's awesome. And
yeah,
now
tall, slim
the
fellow.
were you doing this to raise money, or like what was the setup of it?
Yeah, FCA Fellowship Christian Athletes that Josh Haymore runs, his wife Sarah. It's just a way to connect people, raise money for all the good work they're doing. They just had a golf tournament, they crushed it. Now this, and and they do these things during the summer break because once the kids come back on campus, it is full business every day of the week.
That FCA is
Just
big
pour,
around here.
yeah, just pouring into those
Yeah.
kids, man, pouring into those kids.
And if people don't know what
It's
that means, pouring into them is they get. I'll speak for myself around Venice here. They're all around the campuses, meeting up with kids, talking to them about life, doing Bible studies with them, talking about
uh
faith. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I never saw that up in Connecticut or New York. And these guys are on campuses working with the team, praying before games,
uh
after practices. But they're just there. It's like to be able to talk. And sometimes the kids are going through a tough
Yeah.
time and they'll pull one of these guys aside to just talk. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, and just loving them, being there for them, answering questions, doing Bible studies with them,
Yeah.
just being there. And then when they get engaged, they're there. It's a beautiful thing. And it's something
Yeah.
that we can support because
Right.
because every little bit, like it all counts, every bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It puts the kids in good proximity with strong, positive people of faith, which is nice. I like that.
Hmm.
I think that's good. Like the kids need it more than just showing up at school or playing for a team. The kids a whole different element to it. And the FCA, I've
Yes.
never heard of it before until I moved here. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. They do a lot of good work, important work, just important work, and just having,
Yeah.
like you were saying, just a shoulder for these kids to lean on and talk to that they may not be able to have at home or their coaches or wherever, but these FCA people, gals and guys, they're always there.
I'm friends with the head of it down here. He's trying to get me on the board. I just don't have time for another
Hmm.
board right now. Someday I probably will, but I remember Kane's baseball team was, and this guy's from Venice, was playing against another
Hmm.
team from another town, and this guy was over in the corner
Hmm.
praying with the other team. So I texted him during the game, bro, what are you doing? He's like, these kids need me right now. He said 8 of them on the team, baseball team, had no their fathers picked up and left this year. He said so they need fellowship,
Wow.
they need guidance, and that's what they were doing was they were present
Hmm.
with these kids all year, helping them through these tough times. I mean, imagine that being, freshman, sophomore, senior high school, and your dad picks up and leaves.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and those kids are going to look back on that, and they won't remember all the hurt and the headache and the heartache, but they'll know who was beside them. They'll know
right,
who encouraged them. They'll
right.
know who believed in them and who was there with a shoulder to cry on.
And I had no
And that's
idea.
that's
So
life changing.
I had no idea before the game, obviously. And I'm like, oh, dude, you're a trader, man. What the heck you doing with them? And then we were crushing them. So I was texting him, like, how about them apples? And then he told me the
Mhm.
story. And I'm like, well, I'm an idiot. This is so much bigger than a
Yeah,
baseball game.
it is. It is. And sports. We love sports. We both do. But it's so much more than just a game.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
really is.
discipline. It's a consistency. It's a hard work ethic. And then when you
Right.
go out into the real world, you're used to the work ethic. Man, got to get up early. Got to work.
At any moment during your race, did you want to quit? Any
Oh
moment
man,
that you were just
I
like,
I put on those Birkenstocks and I was all right for maybe 2 miles. Then I come back. I'm like, all right, where's my athletic tape? I wrapped up every toe, wrapped up my heels, wrapped up my sole. It was no good, man. But you can't quit. Like Dr. Sid said, I ain't going down no more. We're not doing that. If I was bleeding out, it's fine. I'm not gonna die.
right?
It's okay, but never quit. I just wanted to change my shoes quicker, but I didn't. It was like, oh, but it's great, man. That's like I want to have more fire than anything else has water.
I want to have more fire than anything else has water. Damn, son.
That's
How
it.
you come up with this stuff?
They not enough water to put me out, right? You either.
No, no, no. We're laughing at the
Yeah,
office now, right? Because it's been nonstop stuff, right? They're replumbing the entire building. So they were supposed to tear up the adjusting room
dude.
floor. So they wanted us to shut down. And I said, I can't. So they said, all right, we have plan B. I said, good. So they're running 2 bathrooms out one way and the upstairs bathroom out another way. But with that, I've got up until today a 3-foot pile of mud with probably 46 years of stuff in it piled up on the floor right outside the bathroom door, right next to my table 4. And on
Dude.
Tuesday, they cut the pipes and they forgot to cap off the top of it. I got a sensitive nose, bro. It was like sticking your head in a septic system. I was gagging. Not one patient complained.
No,
Not one.
they
Not
don't
one.
because they know what they're there for.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it looks like you're in the middle of a project. And I'm like, I'm getting a headache from the smell of ass. Like, this was brutal. And then it was supposed to be done for a week. Then they're like, of course, we ran into a problem. They had to cut through the driveway to run the pipe longer for the right pitch. So this morning they had the driveway shut off. People were calling us saying, "Hey, I can't get in there." We're like, "All right." We told the guys to stop working. They put down plywood. The car drove over the plywood, came in the office. They went back to digging, and the guys have been great. They've like, I'm like, guys, I'm not leaving. Like, I got to take care of people, and I'm building this practice here where I don't want to lose momentum. You just can't
Hmm.
make it up. It's
Hmm.
fun,
But
fun, but it's not
if
fun.
you have, yeah, and if you have opposition, you know you're going the right direction.
That's the shit we tell
Everything's just
ourselves.
not
But I'm like,
easy.
yeah, I'll take an easy month right now, but it ain't coming
Yeah,
anytime soon, bro.
yeah. Nope, nope. And easy is relative. Like
Yeah,
you in Connecticut, you might have said you had it easy, but there was heartache and tears and blisters and calluses getting to that
right.
point in the office in Newington. It wasn't just an
That's right.
overnight success.
It took time.
It's
It
still
took time.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still work.
Well,
And
it's like
even
you said. It's like you said. It's like maybe you just got to sit down, tape up your toes, and get back in.
yep, yep. And even before you come to Florida, it was still work. It was busy office, 200 people a day. That
Yeah.
leaves your ankles hurting.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's still work. Still work.
So what? Coming away from that, because I know you're a deep thinker, and you talked about going home, showering, just plopping down in bed. What was like one of your final thoughts before you fell asleep?
Uh, just thankfulness. A lot of people work hard to put that on, and just knowing them, like personally knowing them,
Yeah,
like intimately, like knowing their thoughts, laughing with them, crying with them over the years, and just having those relationships. And then we get to go do that and have fun. I mean, I'll complain about it. Oh, my feet hurt, but it was just so encouraging to have so many people there rooting each other on.
that's awesome.
It's just a great thing. Great thing. But now next year, I need to decide. I need to decide soon. I'm either going to volunteer for 24 hours and just like hand out water, encourage people, play music, maybe run the timing thing for the laps. Or next week or two, I'm going to get some legit running shoes and have the 200-mile guy help me train and crush 50 miles next year. I don't know. I think I need to volunteer. I need to take care of myself better, bro.
Listen, I won't try to inspire you on that one. When I did my marathon, I never ran a race after that. That was it for me. That beat
Hmm.
me up. So you do
It
what you
does,
got to
man.
do, but
It's
I think you volunteering and being a voice and supporting people is a wonderful idea.
Yep. I don't, but I didn't even do any of that to prove anything to anybody. I just want to do it
No.
for me.
Well,
I just wanted to like, can I do this?
you got nothing to prove to nobody, but it's also your message that you're
Mm-mm.
sharing with people that this guy is in a wheelchair and you did
Yep.
this because you're pushing your limits and also out of respect for
Hmm.
him. But it's also how many young kids could hear your story, hear this story that could be inspired.
Hmm.
How many people are going through a bad day and then they hear this?
Yeah. Yeah. And point them to the Lord and look at James. Like he's so happy.
Yeah.
He's a loving dude. So much joy in him. He was at a book fair a while back and had all these local authors there. I sat with him for maybe 45 minutes, an hour, and just hanging out with him. It's just me and him. And people come up buying his books. We'd help them with that. And just so appreciative and lover of life and loving the Lord. Just the best, man. Just the best.
That's awesome. Well done, my
Yep.
friend. I'm proud to call you my friend. I think you're awesome. I was thinking about you when you were doing the race, and there's
Ditto, my man.
always listen. There's always someone out there, and it's cliche, that's going through something worse. And I was on the phone with a buddy of mine today whose son just got diagnosed with colorectal cancer out of nowhere. And it's not,
Oh,
it's a tough
gosh.
situation. So you think about the race that he's running now that he wasn't running a week ago, that he's waking
Hmm.
up. So it's
Yep.
like to hear a story like this is it's inspiring, man. And people just got to realize just that, you got people like James and Josh and you that are surrounded with amazing people. Like Murrayville's its own little like
Hmm.
utopia. And
It
people
is.
need that, man.
It is.
People need that.
Hmm.
I love it. Well, listen,
Yep.
brother, I
We
love
do.
you. Great,
Okay.
great, great conversation, man.
Yeah, man. It's always great to see you. I can't wait till July DE, man. It's what, 5 weeks away. July
right around the
16th
corner.
through the 19th.
Right around the
Man, I'm
corner.
ready. I am ready.
Yep. It's gonna be a good one.
It is. It is. Awesome, brother.
Love you, man. We'll talk soon.
Yep. Yep. Love y'all.